Welcome back to Bucket List Breakdown. We're your hosts, Cassidy
and Hannah.
This is our third and final episode, so we decided to do things a little differently. We asked you guys to send some facts, favorite spots to eat, visit, shop, anything like that, a favorite memory, and a piece of advice for travelers headed to your destination of choice.
We wish we could share everyone's story today, but unfortunately we can only do one. Today we'll be hearing about Sydney's trip to New York City where she performed with Cirque du Soleil.
So Sydney said a couple facts about the destination. New York City is located in the state of New York in the northeastern region of the United States. Some landmarks you probably heard of are the Statue of Liberty, Times Square, Central Park, Empire State Building, Brooklyn Bridge, and One World Trade Center. New York offers top-notch dance education, including programs at the Juilliard School and Tisch School of Arts at the New York University.
So, Times Square. We're from Pittsburgh, and we have what's it called in Pittsburgh? It's not Times Square. It's Station Square.
Yes, Station Square.
Station Square.
A part of me was thinking about the Point. So
yeah, the Point. That's like our Empire State Building. But
yeah, I've never been. I kind of want to go. I really do. It would be nice because I feel like Central Park is something that's talked about as being like one of the biggest parks, like people go there. I honestly don't see the attraction.
Really?
I don't really I feel like I'm going to go there and be like, oh yeah, I'm standing in Central Park. I don't know.
I love the city skyline stuff, so I think I would love New York so much. I love big buildings and just big cities in general.
No, I agree. It could be a place that I would want to go and travel and spend maybe a couple days to a week, but I don't know if it could be somewhere that I could live though.
I used to want to live there, but I don't think I could anymore.
Yeah, I'm just thinking inner city, in the middle of the city during all that's traffic and everybody's up and the place never sleeps. That whole persona of the state is kind of I'd have to really change my whole lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't think I can do that. Okay, now we're gonna move on to Sydney's favorite spots in New York. So she loves Central Park. It's in the heart of Manhattan. It has lakes, walking trails, and iconic landmarks like Bethesda Terrace and Bow Bridge. So apparently Central Park is the only greenery in the whole New York City, I guess.
I have heard that. Yeah, I have heard that. I guess it would be kind of cool. I didn't realize that they had walking trails. That's nice.
It's huge.
Yeah, I would definitely do a walking trail or bike trail if that's a thing. But yeah, that would be cool.
No, yeah, that's weird. And then she loves Times Square, and she described it as the neon lit epicenter of Broadway. Times Square is filled with theaters, shops, and restaurants. The New Year's Eve ball drop takes place here and attracts thousands and millions on TV. That would be another cool thing to
No, I've definitely, if I would go to New York for anything, I would go for that.
See, I don't think I would want to be there for that.
Yeah. The thing about it before, I've always wanted to go until COVID.
Really?
COVID really changed my opinion on that because you're really up near each other, severely near each other, on top of each other
from all over too.
Yeah, and it's just that's a scary part. And then my mom used to always tell me, couldn't go to the bathroom, you'd have to wear a diaper or something. And my mom was always scared of
oh my god, I remember
attacks and stuff. That was the big thing for my mom. I've always wanted to go and I expressed it, but she was I'm not letting you go unless you're over the age of 21 and you're doing your own thing, because I don't want to send you out there as a minor and something happen, and you're so that's true. But no, that's one of my.
It is, because think about how many people actually go to that. If somebody wanted to do something, that would.
No, I'm serious. And it's so sad to say that if anybody had a bomb, how would you get that many people out if they wanted to
You wouldn't.
It's just it's a sad reality. It's sad that we even have to talk about that, but that's a possibility. And people know that a lot of people gather for stuff like that, and it's scary. You just go to want to bring the new year in, be in a landmark at that point, and it's just
but no, we have to be scared.
The possibility and the questions ramble through your head the whole time. So
good thing your mom didn't let you go.
Yes, good thing. Okay, moving on to Sydney's favorite memory. She said that landing at the airport and seeing the crazy skyline for the first time in person. She said also performing in front of a live studio audience, it was cool to see how behind the scenes of TV really works. They had signs telling the audience when to clap and what types of noises to make, so that was cool to hear as well. It was also very scary performing in front of that many people while being recorded, and it was just a really cool experience.
That's really cool.
I agree. I also had an experience like that. It wasn't recorded though, but I was in LA with my family and we also went to a TV studio. We went to Ellen.
Wow. Oh
Ellen,
my God.
Yeah. So it was pretty cool to see. It wasn't in set and we didn't get to meet her. It was kind of just like seeing the set behind it. And that kind of was the first spot for me to be like, oh, I kind of want to work in a TV studio and do all that stuff, because that whole tour that we took was really nice. It was like it was at the Warner Brothers, and then there was like something else, but no, that was like the same thing. It was kind of cool to see like the signs of like reactions and stuff, and the celebrity seats that were in the front, and then the white chairs, like that, seeing that type of environment. So I get what Sydney's saying about that. It's just like a cool experience.
Yeah, I've never actually experienced that. Like I can like see it on TV, but that's it. I've never
you ever seen the show Two Broke Girls?
I've seen it when I was little, but I don't remember it.
I went on that set too.
Really?
It was kind of, it was like a set. They had like that set, and then there was like a wall, and there was like another set on the other side. But yeah, no, TV sets are cool. If you get a chance to look at them, I would.
The only thing I can think of is, do you watch Friends?
Yes. Yeah.
It's Joey's, like, when
yeah,
they show him like shooting his
It's
days
just so
of our
it's
lives.
crazy because their set was also on that tour, but it was like locked or something. We couldn't get in. I was so upset because that was the one I really wanted to see.
Oh, I would have done anything
Yeah.
to see that.
No, I
love
swear
that
to God.
show. Okay, let's hear Sydney's piece of advice for travelers heading to New York City. Sydney says, don't plan too long of a trip unless you want to spend all your money. I guess that makes sense. I have heard
that is very true.
Really
it is
expensive.
very, very expensive. And to think about it too is like you have to also like plan your travel to get there,
Yep.
you know, the fee for the plane or the drive. But then you're also in the city where you probably shouldn't even rent a car. You should probably just walk, and then the cab fees, Uber fees, whatever those type of fees. Like it really does add up.
Those like vendors and stuff, they know that tourists go to New York City, so they can charge prices like that, and they know somebody's gonna buy it. Like,
and it's crazy, and it's a lot of things too. And you see those in big cities like New York and then LA and stuff. You see a lot of like people that like, this sounds so weird, but it happens a lot because I've seen it in LA a lot, is when people just dress up as a character and they go out into the town and like they know people are gonna be out, especially in New York. You see people dressed as like Spider-Man, Darth Vader, like stuff like that. And they just pay outrageous amounts of money for their like people's children to take pictures with them. And the thing about it is, I heard is people do the appeal to children more than adults because children will beg the parents more than the adults will beg for.
That's like a moral
and it's crazy
that's
because
like marketing to children.
Yeah, and it's crazy because then it's a thing too. Is like a lot of people are like, well, don't let your children be out by themselves because you don't know who these people are under the mask or the costume or something like that. And that's that's also scary. Like, and it's like I don't
think of that. Oh my God.
But no, people try to profit off that, and it's just kind of sad. But you know,
and people will profit off of it, and they will continue to because we're gonna tell everybody, don't let your kids out, don't.
And
let
especially
them talk
because
to
it's like
Spider-Man.
a whole thing too. Is like where it's like, well, you know, you're on vacation and you feel like maybe I'll just spend that type of money, and then it just really bites you in the ass whenever you get home. Like it really does. All right, so that's Sydney's trip to New York City, the Big Apple. Thank you for tuning in to Bucket List Breakdown. I'm your host, Cassidy.
And I'm Hannah.
Signing off. Thank you so much for listening.
See ya.